Hey everybody, what's up? This is Frederick here, and I'm going to just give you my opinion on an, an event that happened recently. Some of you and most of you already know. So I'm borrowing this video from Fight Commentary Breakdown, and let's see how I do with my fight breakdown commentary. So first, let me just say this. A number of you, most of you, are acquainted with Xiaodong, and he's had some experiences with Chinese martial art teachers claiming to be masters. And let me say, I have nothing against Xiaodong. Nothing bad to say. He's actually correct in many ways. Now, for myself, I do practice Taijiquan, Bagua Zhang, Jiao, and I learned from teachers, but mainly one teacher who was a fighter. So I learned everything in a combative way. Taijiquan as a system is based on principles and methods that should be added to your natural fighting or defensive skills and ability. All right, I'm not going to talk you too long. I'm sure many of you have seen this recent video, and again, I'm just going to point out a few things and give to you my opinion why all these so-called masters are not doing so well. All right, let's get started. So they're in the ring already. And one thing that was brought up in the beginning, they made rules, which don't ever make rules that limit you to what you do. Also, what was pointed out, I can tell you right now, that guy does not have great fighting ability. But was also mentioned is a Tai Chi guard. Tai Chi guard. I believe he has his arm extended out. There's no such thing as a Tai Chi guard. There is a guard that you learn, and it's somewhat similar to Taijiquan and Bagua Zhang. All right, and it's not too far off from the guard that you would have if you were learning Western boxing. Okay. So getting started there, you see his arm is extended, which is a good thing. But there's no such thing as a Tai Chi guard. There go. If he had a guard, he wouldn't have got knocked down. So this guy here, pointing to in the shorts, he seems to be just using Western boxing. They agreed on rules of just using the hands. Okay, so again, he goes down. That was more of a slip. Okay, let me just first say this. He's not demonstrating. The gentleman here with the pants on, Tai Chi practitioner, he's not demonstrating anything that comes from Tai Chi. Now, also, for those of you out there who are unsure, Tai Chi is not, as well as Bagua Zhang, they're not technique-based systems. So don't look for white crane spreads its wings. Don't look for, the movements how you see them in the form. They're not going to look that way when you're competing. I myself competed in amateur MMA, and someone questioned the event holder what style I was doing. He mentioned that I was doing Taiji because he knows Taiji as well. And people were a little bit in disbelief because when you really fight, it shouldn't look like a kung fu movie. All right? It should not look like Five Fingers of Death, or it should not look like the 36 Chambers, any of that stuff, okay? He seems a bit tired, but he's still going at it. All right, his opponent seems to be warming up. Now, you just saw him stumble. If he was real Taiji practitioner, which develops a tremendous amount of balance. I'm sure many of you have seen people doing Taiji. The stances are usually low. Which is developing leg strength, but that's not how you would fight. But him stumbling all over the place, that's not a good sign either. We're going to wrap this up. No defense on his part. Pushes him away. Taiji push on. But again, no basic defense or combat skill whatsoever. Wow. Wow, they should stop it right now. And I think I'm going to stop it. So first of all, it was good for him to show up. Anybody who steps in the ring, you have to give credit to for them for trying. Now, I guarantee you he's going to go back and he's going to think on this a great deal. He should. If he goes back to his normal training and practice, then he's delusional for sure. But credit to him for even attempting to do this. Usually when people challenge, they don't really want to beat the other person. They want to see what they can do. They're looking to find out what they're able to do. So to many of you out there who comment about Taiji or Aikido or other martial arts not being able to work, first of all, think about the fact that you're probably watching someone who can't fight or doesn't have good combat skills. They don't understand how to use the system. And finally, on your part, you don't have experience yourself, so you shouldn't comment on it. I've heard many people out there, even MMA fighters, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners, Joe Rogan himself made comments as to Taiji not being a system that works. You know, if you don't have the experience, go out and practice with someone who really knows. So again, you know, it's been really bad for Taiji the last couple of years from individuals who absolutely know nothing of how to use the system. So I'm going to stop right here. If you guys want to watch that video in its entirety, again, check out Fight Commentary Breakdown. And I'll see you guys in another reaction. Take care.